¿Qué pasa, amigos? My name is Ash, and today I want to talk about the next generation of consoles, and more specifically about the exclusive games each side will be bringing to the digital battlefield in the coming years. As many know, the PlayStation 4 has absolutely dominated this generation, not only in console sales and popularity, but in the arena of major exclusive titles as well. Sony and the developers it has partnered with have been churning out home run titles for a while now. God of War, Uncharted, and The Last of Us, everyone in the gaming industry is aware of these now iconic titles. But try and think of modern Xbox exclusive blockbuster titles. I'll wait. I mean, yeah, we have Halo and Gears of War, but these are ancient IPs at this point. Over the last year of the Xbox One's life cycle, Microsoft has failed to partner with developers to create an exciting and original franchise. And yes, I realize there have been games like Ori and the Blind Forest that were originally Xbox exclusives that turned out to be fantastic games. The Xbox just does not have the same extensive catalog as Sony and the PlayStation. This hasn't always been the case, as the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 essentially sold the same exact amount of hardware during their lifetimes. And this is mainly due to the fact the Xbox 360 was delivering major exclusive titles while also outpacing Sony in areas such as the platform's wider range of online capabilities. Gears of War, Fable, Halo, Forza, and so many more exclusives drew people over to play on the Xbox 360. These franchises were massive and relatively fresh to the gaming community at this point in time, but looking at the landscape now, it just feels dry and overworked. Although I am very excited to see how games like Halo Infinite pan out, it's simply not a fresh crop to pick from. I believe this is where the Xbox will yet again lose the war. While the Xbox Series X will be more powerful than the PlayStation 5, and by all accounts will be a better all-around entertainment platform, players simply choose their home consoles based on two things: the consoles their friends will be on, and the console with the most enticing games, which has been the PlayStation for the better part of a decade. And looking into the future, we see PlayStation will most likely continue the trend of pushing out higher quality and a higher quantity of exclusive games. I think what most players want to know is, can the Xbox catch up to the PlayStation, and if so, how can they do that? Simple answer is yes, they most definitely can make up a lot of the ground they lost over the last cycle of consoles. To be specific, there was a near 30 million player swing in the direction of Sony during the PlayStation 4 era. While I believe it's impossible for Microsoft to gain each and every one of those players back, they do have the ability to put a significant dent in that total. They can do so by giving the community amazing exclusive franchises that they can look forward to for years to come. However, many players will be buying the PlayStation solely because they are enticed by the titles that will be coming in the future. The Xbox Series X really just doesn't have that sort of anticipation. And yes, there is Halo Infinite, but like we've said, at this point the series, while great, is getting overplayed. Microsoft must work with developers to produce high quality franchises that give players a reason to choose them over Sony. Xbox already has several advantages, as they will be selling a more powerful console with a better interface, most likely at a similar price point, with the possibility of even releasing a bit earlier. However, each of these advantages does little if the console cannot play some of the world's most sought after games. And while this hill may be too steep to climb for the Xbox, it has been done before, and unfortunately for Xbox, that hill was climbed by Sony. They did so by developing amazing exclusive games, one after another. Players slowly realized the PlayStation would now be the best place to play, so they flocked over from the 360 by the millions as the Xbox was sliding down the hill and the PlayStation was climbing it. It certainly can be done, but it will not happen overnight. But with that being said, the major flaw in the Xbox battle plan still seems to exist, as the exclusive launch titles for the Series X aren't exactly blowing anyone away. Don't get me wrong, some of the titles appear to be great games, but what Xbox needs to do is drop earth-shattering titles that no player could resist. The exclusive launch lineup for the Series X is solid, but I doubt many people, if any at all, will be purchasing this console over the PlayStation solely for these exclusives. A recently revealed game titled The Ascent is a gorgeous cross between Diablo and Judge Dredd, at least that's how the developers described it. Another exclusive being Scorn, a game ported over from the PC that we really haven't seen any gameplay from yet, but has hopes of being a solid redesign of an older PC game. These, among other games, will will be launching alongside the Xbox Series X come later this year. Clearly nothing to write home about, although this lineup is far better than the one we saw at the start of the Xbox One. While I understand a console transition will always be difficult and slow, Microsoft must take this opportunity to work with publishers and developers to create fantastic exclusive titles so the future of the Series X can be bright. With that being said, I think the fact that Xbox will be seeing a fairly large catalog releasing around the launch of the console is a very positive sign. The first few months and even first year is the toughest for developers as they transition to a brand new console. This should give Xbox fans and the gaming community as a whole some shred of hope that the exclusive games desert that has been the Xbox One may soon find an oasis of new great titles. The fight back to relevance for the Xbox will be a long, difficult road that by many accounts may not be overcome. However, I believe it will benefit the gaming world as a whole if Microsoft and the Xbox can begin to pump out great exclusive titles once again. Anyway, that will do it for this video. Make sure you hit like, click, or tap that subscribe button to become the heart of this gaming channel, and be a part of the conversation in the comments below by telling me how you feel about any and all of the points I made in today's video. And for more gaming analysis, news, reviews, and opinions, stay here on Ash Heart. And as always, thanks for watching.